Good morning. How are you? Hey, I'm doing all right. I'm the only one awake here so far. So it's a cruel trick to wake people up. Cook bacon. See if their nose wakes them up. Well, hello, Anna. How are you? You mean they make a dress like that? Because I love the top. So. Yeah, no, I just got it with the black skirt. Yeah, no, everybody's still in bed sleeping this morning. And I'm getting hungry, so I figured maybe I'd start my day off with cooking breakfast. And everybody loves bacon. I didn't know if there'd be anybody out there on a Sunday morning. I spent most of the morning watching the news on Houston. And what they're saying is they've only gotten about 40% of the rain they're going to get out of this storm. And everything is completely flooded. They're rescuing people left and right. I'm a 16W, Anna. So, basically, I'm 42 in the chest here, so. Yeah. And everybody in the house is still sleeping. So, I was getting hungry. I figured one way to wake them up is cook bacon. Back when I was a kid, we had a 30-foot yacht, and, you know, we went and traveled all over the place with it. But I was the guy that would get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning, get the electric fry pan on the back deck, and I'd be cooking bacon. And that smell would cover the whole marina. And it's like everybody would wake up just like hungrier than heck. Do I like Spam? I can take it or leave it. That's what I'm thinking. You know, and I finally figured out why all these issues with the people in the Middle East and why they hate America. They don't have bacon. If we give them bacon, then, you know, the problem would be solved. They'd be happy. Yeah, let me get this flipped around here and then I can read the comment. Yeah, Anna, you know, I'm sorry that Brian couldn't do better on those tickets last night. Hey, I tried. Wow. No, our day outside is just kind of overcast this morning. I haven't really looked to see if it's supposed to get sunny or not. The only project I've got is I need to go get me some more tobacco for the pipe, because I'm running out. Now, whether I want to run uptown and get the good stuff or I want to just run by Walgreens and grab a couple cans, I'm not sure. And I got the coffee going. What do you think of that mug, huh? Does it fit me? And the thing is, I take that cup to work with me every day. Oops, they got a doggy wanting in. Yes, we do. Now this bacon is like shriveling up to almost nothing here. The wife got it at Costco. It's Kirkland. All right. See what? Thaw the potatoes out a little bit so I can get them apart to throw them in the pan. I'm still trying to catch up on the dishes here from the week. Kind of week I had, didn't have a chance to touch them. All right, well, you take care, Cheryl. Let's see if I can get that to pop back up again. Come on. Yeah, well, you have a great day. Now I figured I'll throw some potatoes in next, and then I'll do the eggs. Because the eggs only take a few minutes. Okay, my bacon should be up shortly. Oh, Brian was doing scratch-offs last night. Lost his ass. Yeah, in the first round there, out of a $75 investment, he won 40 bucks. And the next round, he had $50 worth of tickets. He got nothing. You know, that first one he scratched, where he hit it for the 830 bucks, he should have stopped and walked away. However, Friday was my 10-year wedding anniversary. And so what I did, because with the hours I've been working, I haven't had time to shop. So, out of 2 different stores that I hit over the day, I bought one of each lottery ticket out of all 24 they had. So basically I had 48 tickets, everywhere from $1 to a $20 ticket. And between the 2 stores, it added up to 305 bucks. So I put them in a bag, brought them home, and when I came in the door, it's like, yeah, honey, I got your card for anniversary, and I handed her the bag. I got you a couple of cards. And she kind of gave me this look here. Then when she opened the bag, it was hilarious. But she spent probably about 5 hours scratching tickets, and in the end came up with $311. So my $305 investment paid off $311. But it took her like 5 hours of scratching to come up with it. So, but she had a lot of fun. She's going to remember her 10-year anniversary. Good morning. I'm on live up here, so just so you know. Alright, just so you know. Don't need to be running by showing it all off. Okay, let me take care of the bacon grease. Because bacon's up already if you're interested. She's still in bed. Goodness. Yeah, daughter's still asleep here. She's not moving very fast. Yeah, bacon's laying in the oven here. I'm going to throw potatoes in next. And then I'll do me some eggs. I can close that.
My sharks are circling. As they were. They're harassing each other in the hall.
Okay. There we go. All right. There. Had to thaw them enough so I could get them to move. If I can get it open.
Oh.
Okay, they're in Houston. They're saying they've only gotten about 40% of the rain so far in this storm, and everything is flooded.
Yeah.
It's a mess. Get my butter to melt, and then I'll throw my potatoes in. Want the cat food? Okay. Oh, brand new box. Okay.
You finished it.
Just waiting on my butter to melt. Oh, you put buffer in.
Yeah, I'll three of them out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Tyson was out there for quite a while all by himself.
Well, Tyson had to go because everybody else was going. He's got his ball in his mouth.
Ah.
And I woke up with a stelly on my legs.
Okay.
I thought it was Tyson. Are you free stop?
No, she's working on breakfast for the kitty cats. Got the bowls laid out. Kind of like breakfast time for everybody.
Hello, Piggy Wig. Okay, here. Piggy Wig. What? Yes, that's one of my Mexican cats.
Okay. Well, we're going to be a little heavy on potatoes. Is that alright?
That's fine.
I figure it was the end of the bag. I just throw the whole thing in.
Oh, man.
Because otherwise it wouldn't be enough to worry about putting up. In worst case scenario, if Tyson has to eat some potatoes.
Oh, yeah, he'll be crushed.
Yeah,
He won't know what to do with it.
Alright. There's a few more potatoes there than I was really expecting in the bag, but like I said, that's the end of a huge 5-pound bag of them. And I'm thinking once I thawed it out, I really don't want to refreeze half of it.
No.
So, yeah. We have the kitty crowd eating breakfast down here. We've got 2 out of 3. I don't know where the third kitty is.
Little man's in the living room. He's done.
A little man's done already?
Yeah, he doesn't eat much. He
Okay.
usually the juice out and then he goes in home. Pinky finishes it, or Piggy finishes it.
Yeah, we'll let that do its thing for just a little bit. I gotta give me some more coffee. Yeah, no, the media today is like ripping apart pardoning of Joe Arapaho or whatever. Arpaio, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Saying that Trump is just driving a wedge in the Republican Party and all of that. And it's at a bad time because I guess they got elections coming up down there in like Arizona here in like 9 or 10 days.
Oh, what gets me is the fact that Obama pardoned, 1,700 federal prisoners and etc.
They have pointed
including people that needed to rot in jail for a while.
Yeah. They've been pointing that out too, luckily.
And he'd already pardoned, 300 and something people before the end of his first term. Like, really? I wasn't even sure what they had arrested Arpaio for anyway.
Profiling.
Profiling?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Then how about they put in jail every other freaking cop and person on the planet that profiles?
There you go.
That's just freaking stupid.
Yeah. Well, he was basically deporting all the illegals.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And so they got him on profiling.
That was it?
That's pretty much it. He could face up to 6 months in jail over it. So pretty minor. It's more of a political thing, I think.
Yeah, it's a political thing because he's been the sheriff down there for freaking ever.
Yep.
And he's had one of the most successful budgets for, the jails, the prisons, and everything else because he makes them work their butt off. Yep. Who cares if he makes them wear pink underwear? You know?
Goodness. I don't know if it's supposed to get sunny today or not or what. I figure worst case scenario, if I'm not running up to Stag, I'll run around the corner to Walgreens, buy a couple cans, buy me a week.
No.
One way or another. Might that be it?
Squirrel food.
Oh. There we go. Okay, I didn't realize it was squirrel food. I didn't look at it.
Yeah. Morgan wanted to get squirrel food, so we got
Let me see what we got up here. I get it to pop up. Ah, Anna says hello.
Hi. Happy Meal and those guys will like the other retire better, but hey.
Yeah. I haven't seen Happy Meal here the past week. Week or two.
Didn't he say he had some job, he was doing something?
Yeah.
But you're right, usually every time you live stream, he puts up, intermission or something.
Yeah. And yeah,
because I haven't gotten a bell since last weekend.
Okay.
The only person I get bells on is you, Happy Meal, and Peter Hollins. That's it.
Okay.
I don't want to see it in the fridge.
Yeah.
Blue bells.
I've got bells on several people, but they only post like every couple months.
Yeah. We're Happy Meal out while you're on vacation.
There we go. Yeah. So how is everybody this morning?
Oh, gosh. Okay. I was supposed to go to Michelle's yesterday and forgot.
Oops.
That's okay. She didn't text me or anything, so they must have been busy too because they went to the stores.
Okay.
I just got a reminder to take notice, pick up my on the way to school in the morning.
Well, my day today was going to be go get tobacco and get some water. You got my water covered, so
yeah.
Like I say, if I want to just run around the corner to Walgreens real quick and grab grab a can or something, buy me some time. Somehow. My potatoes are cooking.
Cash the rest of those tickets in.
Yep. Well, at least we didn't lose anything on it, you know? Because I clashed it with Brian.
Well, and Morgan was having fun looking at him and playing with him.
Yeah, because out of the $75 he invested for everybody,
He got, what, 40 back?
he got 40 back. And then MB there, the 50 that he's got on her, got nothing.
No, she got 35 on her one card.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't think she got anything.
No, she got 35.
I must have missed that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Because, yeah, we went to bed before Brian really started scratching all of his.
Yeah. Well, I think I saw him scratch the first one, didn't he?
Yeah.
And it was the
He
loser.
did 2 MBs, and MB won $35 on the one, nothing on the other one.
Okay.
And then I wasn't paying attention after that. We need to cut Mookie's watermelon for today.
Need to what?
Cut up her watermelon.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep looking at it, Dan. I keep meaning to say something.
No, I figured if we cut it up today and put it in chunks, she'll kill it off today if you do that this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I started to empty the dishwasher. I got a long ways to go. Your counter is like overloaded.
I know.
But all the plastic cups, I threw them up there, just laid them out so they could finish drying.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you stack them up, they get yucky.
Well, some of them are going to go to Art Club.
Okay.
I remember to tell her that Morgan won't be there on the first day of Art Club. She has an eye doctor appointment.
Eye doctor, okay. She got more doctors.
Well, everybody wants everything done before school starts, you know.
Between eyes and dentist. And...
Yeah.
Do we have salt?
Yeah.
I'm running out.
There's a whole other salt out in the trailer, too.
Okay. They put a date code on salt.
I don't think so.
Is there anything on the bottom?
Yeah. Best Buy. I can't read it though. Oh, one. Let me see.
It looks like 01 15 20 21.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
Unless you get
Yeah,
it
at
wet.
least the salt is not out of date. I'd hate to be eating out of date salt.
But
yeah, no, there really is a date code on it, guys. I was just clowning around. I didn't know there was a date code on salt.
I think they just do that so people.
Did not know there was a date code on salt.
Well, that's kind of like we were out of salt and you bought salt, I bought salt,
Yeah.
Sasha bought salt. It's like the garlic salt. We were out and I bought one, you bought one, and she bought one. That's why we ended up with the big ones.
Well, that's fine.
We really need to make an effort to go see Sashi.
Yeah. Yeah. One of these weekends, like I say, before it gets too late in the year, I'd like to take you up to the botanical gardens.
Have Sasha meet us there.
That could be fun. Go up and live stream it.
Yeah.
Oh, and if Sasha come over to meet us, that'd really be funny.
Yeah. I want to go up to St. Elmo too before it gets cold.
Okay.
You want to take a whole other bag of Critter Crunch with us.
What?
Critter Crunch.
Ah, okay.
Morgan's big enough now. She'd get a really good kick out of the chipmunks.
Yeah. Tell you what, my lower back is so sore in there. Basically feels like the bones are just rubbing on each other.
That's because they are.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my toenail polish off today with that.
Hey, mine still don't look too bad. I'm amazed at how well
Well, my big toe is fine. The little toe, it's like...
You pretty much lost it all.
Gavin's been how long?
3 weeks?
Well, on this side, look.
Oh, there we go.
This side, it's like half. But my toes are so little. My big toes are fine.
All right, Anna. I'm not in a spot to do it right now, but she's saying if I send her my address here, she'll go through her clothes. She may have a bunch of stuff that'll fit me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Once Schmooky gets up, I might. She likes to play with her sewing machine. Those are the old ones. So I bought new ones.
August 16th. Should I kill them or do the new ones?
I'd use those up first. It's not like they're tremendously out of date.
Okay.
Not like the last ones that were 2 months old.
Yeah.
That's why I got rid of them.
Oh, they still cooked up fine.
Yeah.
Back when I was a kid, there wasn't an expiration date on eggs.
I know, because everybody, you know. Oh, shout out to you too. The balls are empty, so yeah. Short one gets up.
I'm thinking this is not all going to fit in that one bowl.
What?
All the potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll put another bowl going. In fact, if I get a bowl going here, I can just start out with it and throw bacon and eggs right over the top.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Maybe pop some cheese in there.
Hey, fat butt.
What's that?
I'll see if I'll take her already. Oh, you have a dog, by the way.
Yeah. I see that.
You're cooking.
I'm cooking?
Yeah.
Oh, so
he
he's
smells bacon. Hello.
Bacon!
Hi, Daddy Daddy.
Alright. We'll get the sticky potato out of the pan real quick. Would you get out from under my feet, baby? I don't want to trip and break my neck.
That's no bacon, Dad. Bacon, bacon, bacon.
I don't want to trip on you, baby. Yeah, and I got a little problem down here on the floor. Like bacon, Dad. There we go. Either if I clean off my flipper here, I don't have to dirty another one. Besides that, I like these. They got a big enough blade you can really use it. Alright, this should be interesting. Yeah. Hello, Vicky. How are you? Yeah. First time I've tried cooking eggs on the fry pan on top of the new stove. The old stove actually tilted to the front, so everything piled up in the side next to you. And we got the stove here level, so I don't know if I can cook on a level surface. Yeah. I don't know if I can do that. Be awesome if I actually get perfect eggs on it. I got an egg here with a membrane so tough I can't get it to crack.
Short one wants no egg whites, or no yolk.
Okay. Can you get that one to come out of there?
I just don't want to get chips.
Yeah. This one egg's got a membrane so hard. That all looks orange in there, I wonder. Maybe I'll grab another egg instead.
Hercules. See?
Hmm?
Can I see? When you went to crack it, and it's like...
I'm sitting there banging on it, cracking on it, and the membrane there won't split.
Why was it orange?
It's not orange, that's just a yolk. It's just a small egg. Okay, one or two. Hmm? Let me see.
Let's not eat that one.
Doggies eat it.
I'm thinking probably.
She wants to make it for a doggy.
That's fine.
Oh, doggy can eat it raw. They don't care. You got hers going?
Yeah, well, I'll just cut it off mine.
Okay.
I don't sit there and spend an hour separating.
Okay. Get a fork. Get a fork.
For Tyson?
No, watch this. We'll do this. Hair in there.
This is for Tyson.
No, Tyson's had enough. Give it to Stella.
Shelly likes raw eggs.
We need to find a plate for her.
Plate for Daddy. Get one of your plates. Get one of your plates. Daddy needs a plate for you. No, those are dirty. Clean over there. You got
No, dishwasher's clean.
Oh, it is clean. She's got two plates right there.
Okay.
All right, Tyson.
I got my plate.
Okay.
Where do you want me to put it?
Just set it right there.
Why don't you hand me the critter crunch, kiddo? Right in front of you.
Critters.
Let me get my bowl.
Yeah, let's take that.
Critter. Heavy.
I know it's heavy. Let's take one of the things. Please don't leave it.
Shelly ate the raw egg.
Yep. Well, I think you would hide you from the world in the window.
That one needs dark on the edge. Back up now. Busy playing around cutting whites off here and getting the edges of some of these a little too brown. So I'll let them cool. And I'm sure Tyson will be crushed having to do that.
Devastated. What, Bub? Yeah. What? I don't know. Where'd you put it?
There we go.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Alright. Yeah.
Daddy's got your breakfast. How much sugar? How much bacon do you want?
Hey, you want to try a piece? Just make sure it tastes okay. Because it smelled okay cooking a whole bit, so. Okay.
Yep.
Just making sure. Alright. How much bacon you want, Morgan? You can come grab. Grab what you want. Just make sure you can eat whatever you grab. You don't have to. If you put your fingers on it, you need to take it.
I want this one.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw some cheese on mine.
All I was doing was getting a hug. A huge hug.
There we go. Bacon. And maybe one more. There we go. That looks like a breakfast to me. What do you think? Look good? Maybe I'll get my glass of milk to go with it. I'm going to adjourn to the other room. So, let me set that back where Dougie can't reach it while I go in the other room.
Yeah, the remote one because is it in this?
Excuse me. go on here. Tell you what, I am going to plug a cord in here while I'm out here. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. Here we go. All right. And we have got breakfast. I'm going to see if I can bring the chat up over here. There we go. Okay, my resolution sucks. Hang on, let me switch networks here, guys. We'll see if that's a better connection. $0.33 a dozen for eggs at your Walmart? Wow. They must have quite the overstock. Want a piece of bacon? My puppy likes bacon. Now I'm just kind of getting my morning going, kind of a slow start. Figure I'd get something to eat here. So what's everybody doing today? Got any good plans? Breaking a sweat here, so I'll turn the fan on, cool it off, and use them. I did good with the bacon. Got a very light, delicate crunch to it. So what do you think of all those people down there in Houston? You know, when you're talking a city the size of Houston, the last thing you'd expect is the whole place to flood out. And they're saying they've only gotten about 40% of the rain they're going to get out of this storm. So they've got a lot more water coming. Now, and the problem when it keeps raining, it saturates the ground, and then when the wind blows, all the trees fall over because the ground is like soggy. So, yeah, it'll get worse before it gets better for them. No, the chat's not necessarily supposed to be about watching me eat, but you know. Well, hello, Cupcake. I have a project today. The wife bought me a new purse for our anniversary. So, I'll move out of my little purse into a bigger purse. So yeah, I just gotta figure out how to organize everything in there. That's why I've stuck with that little one so long, because everything fits just perfect. And now I'll actually have one that's a little bigger in size. And another thing I like, it's got the carry straps here too. So, where that one there, I just tie the strap off in a knot to get the carry. So, one of my projects, moving into my new purse. And of course, I always have to save a couple little bites in the bottom for my baby. He loves bacon. Yeah, Cupcake, Friday was our 10-year anniversary. And what I wound up getting, I got the wife a case of Coke Zero 20-ounce bottles because she likes Coke Zero. And then I got her a total of 48 lottery tickets. Basically, I bought one of each game at 2 different stores. Now, they got 24 games at each store. So that gave me 48, which was a total of $305 worth of tickets. I put them in a, loaf and jug bag. And when I come home, it's like, yeah, I got the double bags you can't see in it, and I got to tie it off. And I hand it to the wife. It's like, happy anniversary, I got you a couple of cards. And the look on her face was funny. And then when she finally opened it and looked at him, but she spent about 5 hours scratching tickets. And out of that $305, she won $311. So we came out $6 to the good. It took about 5 hours to do it, though. So she's tickled. She's got $311 she can go play with. And she had fun there scratching them. So she's going to remember her 10-year anniversary. No, it's like there were like 6 $20 tickets in there, and I would never buy a $20 ticket. But hey, for an anniversary, what the heck? Yeah, no. Heck, I don't think I've ever gotten more than like the $1 ticket. So, yeah, no, it's the reason it took her so long is with every ticket different, pretty much. She probably had 30 different games there, because not every store has the same games. Now, the high dollar tickets, yeah, they were the same store to store. But then when you got underneath that, it's like there was variations again and again. So, yeah, to stop and read the instructions and learn how to do this, because neither one of us ever played. And so, yeah, it took her some time to learn how to play the game and then figure out, all right, did I win, did I not? And it's like some of them, you got a crossword puzzle. So you got to sit there and do the crossword to find out if you win. But at least we came out to the good. You know, she at least got the money back out of it that I put in it, so. But then she's finding a bunch of the stores here will only cash in up to $100 worth. So, out of that $311, she managed to cash in $101 yesterday. So she still got the rest to go. Because none of the stores have cash on hand, so. Yeah. Yeah, no, I need to get me a little more tobacco here if I'm going to make it through the week. So. So we'll see here. See if I'm up to wanting to run anywhere. Okay, why am I getting... Let me take a look here. Okay, so Amanda is really live. She's got it labeled Saturday night or Sunday night scratch off. Okay, I misread it.
$10 tickets, and then one $20 ticket. So we'll be playing. 15 people can play again. So you guys have to let me know if you want to play or whatnot. But again, it's going to be we'll do it around 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey Maxine, how's it going? I was actually just doing this really quickly. It's just easier than filming myself with my.
He's just filling us in on the fact he's doing live with tickets again tonight.
Go ahead. Live hang up real quick and I can just leave it up and take it down, tomorrow. But again, everybody, yeah, we're going to do it live Sunday night, scratch off, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Again, I'm going to be giving away 10 $5 tickets, 4 $10 tickets, and 1 $20 ticket. And you guys just need to let me know if you want to play. I'll make sure.
I think what would be hilarious is if on one of those he's giving away if somebody hit it big.
That's pretty much the
So,
update.
yeah.
I got things.
All right, will you take care, Anna?
But thanks for checking out. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see all of you guys tonight. You guys have a great day, and keep scratching. I'll talk to you later now. Bye.
Okay. Yeah, no, when I saw the notification flip up on the phone there, it's like, is he really live? That's why I went to take a look. So, yeah. Yeah, the only problem is now that I've eaten breakfast, I could use a nap. Just taking a look to see what's going on out here in the world of YouTube. Yeah, no, the way Harvey's sitting there, he's just going to sit there and just rain the crap on him. Yeah, and I was seeing where there were so many flights that have been canceled, and I figured it'd wreak havoc with trying to get into Dallas-Fort Worth, because all these flights that come across, everybody connects there, and they've got to go way out of their way to connect now. So yeah, that's kind of raising havoc. And they got all these refineries that have shut down, so our fuel prices at the pump will go way up. And I'm sure if you've got packages or anything that are even remotely going through the Houston area, probably going to be delayed. So hello Deborah, how are you? Good morning. Now I got a load of clothes in the dryer I need to empty out. Which, we'll get to it. I'm doing okay, Deborah. I just got done cooking breakfast and eating, and I'm fat and happy. So, yeah. And it's been kind of overcast out. It looks like the sun's trying to break through. So, yeah, when you get a morning where it's overcast, you know, it's like there's no real incentive to want to hustle and go running outside. I haven't even been in the shower yet this morning, so we'll get there. I was just going to take a look here and see. There it is. Yeah, it was on Fox News earlier. I just couldn't find it.
Out of time. It will be by persuading China that it's in their national interest as well as ours to seek to reunite the two grids. I think it's a hard argument to make. And I say again, we're running out of time. We don't have good options. We don't have another 25 years of trying to negotiate with a regime that makes lying into an art form because they are at the point, very near the point next year perhaps, where they'll be able to hit any target in the United States with a nuclear war. Look at the full page graphic of the New York Times today. This is not a lot of this. The New York Times essentially corroborates what I just said. And of course, we could be off on this. It could be by the end of this year. It could be 2019. But the fact is, they are very.
All right, Cupcake. Yeah, no, I figured maybe I'd just have a nice meal this morning. Usually I get up and I've got things to do, and so yeah, take care. You have a good day. I don't know how long I'll be on here, but yeah, there didn't seem to be a whole lot of other people on here, so. I know the belly shows. You know, it'd be interesting here to take a look and see what all rivers there are there, because I know they keep talking about several of them. I'm going to take a look on Google Maps and just see.
We started helping because contact lenses are too expensive. And helpful, a fresh daily contact lens straight to you. Get your first 2 weeks free at HumbleContacts.com.
Houston. Okay. There are some rivers here. So, yeah, there are some rivers there for the water to run off on. But I'm sure, because when you look right at Houston, it's a pretty small river there. So, they've got a lot of water to run through that little river. A lot of water to try to get rid of. Yeah, no, they got quite the mess there. I just figured I'd take a look and see what the options are for getting that water out of Houston. So, yeah. Because, yeah, you'd think a city the size of Houston, you wouldn't think about the whole place flooding out.
Although the biggest challenge and the main focus, getting people out alive. This is a very much an active search and rescue operation because I want you to take a look at the flood waters back here. This is Galveston County. We're not on Galveston Island any longer. This is in the county, and it's as close as we can get to Houston. We're about 20 miles south of the city, but you can see how widespread of an event we are talking about because this is Lamar, Texas. And we have had more than 1,000 calls for help for people that are stranded back in their homes between Lamar, where we are.
I'm thinking you could make a killing selling kayaks in Houston.
This is Lamar. Right up the road is Santa Fe, Texas. Over in that direction is Dickinson, Texas. And between these three communities, about 1,000 calls for help for people who are trapped in their homes. Not long ago, a boat.
Galveston calls for volunteers with flat-bottom boats to help with water rescues. Yeah, you need a boat that can take shallow water.
And there has been such a great need for help that the local officials here have put out a call to volunteers. And so all of the people that are gathering here up on the road, these are volunteers who answer the call for help. They're asking for anyone with boats, anybody who has a boat, and if you can get it to these areas, any of the areas in need, they could surely use your help because they are literally inundated with calls. 911 call centers are simply just taken over with so many people calling, stuck in their homes, or stuck in their living rooms. The mayors of these communities.
You know, these people that stayed, they weren't thinking about, okay, where are we going to be after the storm?
Do not get in the attic unless you have the means to chop through the roof. So a lot of stuff is going on right here. Again, 20 miles south of Houston. Very much an active search and rescue operation underway to get people out of here safely. I felt.
Right, Casey Stephen live there in North Texas. Joining us now is acting Security Secretary Elaine Duke.
Goodness.
I'd like to find out from you right now. By the way, I want to apologize in advance because we're waiting for the press conference for Texas Governor Greg Abbott when that starts.
Yeah, no, the people that stayed need to make sure they're on high enough ground. And, you know, they need to be prepared.
Just like
You know, it could be several weeks before they can really get out of their community.
the warnings and the directions of the local officials, that's what we recommend and top priority. And how much are you in touch with the state authorities and what are you hearing from them in terms of what they need from the federal government?
We have received an enhanced declaration of disaster that we received from Governor Abbott, and it's been approved to expand.
Now, at least where we are here,
so that we
the
can
chance of it ever flooding are pretty much slim to none.
in terms of supporting
Because you can step down the end of the street and look out and see Pueblo, and we're like 1,000 feet higher than Pueblo. So unless Pueblo's under 1,000 feet of water, we're not going to flood.
He's doing this morning as we call in Texas as soon as the trip can be made without causing disruption. The focus must be on life and safety. Are you in contact with the president?
Yes, daily we're in contact with the president and the full cabinet. He does want to show support. He's very sensitive to giving the search and rescue persons time to focus on that. And he will be down there as soon as it's recommended to be down there. He is anxious. He is leaning forward. He has all of us leaning forward to support this operation in the state.
I beg your pardon, where are you located right now?
I'm in Washington, D.C. at the National Response Center. And here we have representatives from all across the federal government, Red Cross, and state and local agencies working together to coordinate the response.
Okay, they're waiting for an update from the government here. Governor Abbott.
Absolutely, I've never seen better coordination in my entire career.
And do you feel, you said that the president's full cabinet is being briefed on what's happening there in Texas. Do you feel that this young administration, with many key positions still not filled, do you feel like you're very prepared to handle this natural disaster and this heartbeat?
Absolutely. We're not only being briefed, but participating from the Small Business Administration, Department of Labor, Department of Treasury, Transportation. Each one has a reassigned role, and everyone is leaning forward under the president and supporting the governor and the state and local officials with their requests in addressing this disaster.
And then, of course, you always got some guy in a four-wheel drive here that's got to be out and showing off in the water.
They are doing everything from situational awareness. We have the Red Cross here keeping up to date on what needs they have locally. We have logistics, coordinating the movement of goods to the area, including water and meals ready to eat. We have the
I'm thinking after this storm,
some of the
you're going to have a massive amount of vehicles that have water damage suddenly show up on the market for sale, trying to hide the fact they were sunk in the water.
the augmentation of FEMA workforce beyond DHS. So each one is working. This is a 24/7 operation, not just for the next few days, but likely for weeks and months.
And you said that you have meals ready to eat, ready to get there to the people who need it there in Texas. Talk about, are there any challenges, as you know, in terms of getting to those people who are stranded?
Yep.
I think that's going to be a challenge as the storm has not peaked yet. We are seeing some diminishing rainfall, but we can't let that put us in a position to be content. We expect the river still to rise. So we have pre-positioned water.
Gotta love the rednecks with the great big four-wheel drives.
As we're directed by the state and local government.
That is one advantage, though, is they can go through a lot more water.
So patience and heeding the warnings of local officials are the two things I would stress.
One of the things a lot of them don't think about when they jack it way up, though, is the vent to the differentials. They need to raise that vent clear up and put it up, clear up under the hood somewhere, or get it up in the side bed rail or something. Because otherwise you fill the differential full of water. Trust me, I know. I grew up in the swamp. So people are taking advantage of those in need at the worst possible time. Imagine that. Always those that are going to prey on them. You know?
This is our summer vacation. This is our day of vacation. This is how we call it. This 2018 Acura TLX. To the accuracy of the performance of the most exciting vehicles. It's the 2018 Acura TLX with 329 qualified customers. Don't miss this event going on.
You owned your car for 4 years.
I know a lot of those people that stayed behind, you know, they didn't think about the fact that they have no power, they have no communications, you know, everything is shut down. And so basically they're on their own, and so they have no refrigeration to keep food. So unless you're prepared, you know, and you've stockpiled water and food and stuff like that that doesn't require refrigeration, or you have a generator with one heck of a lot of fuel, you know, there's an issue though.
Companies that used asbestos knew the risk and did nothing to prevent you from innocence. It's why we fight and everyone knows not. We can't put a price on your health. We can't provide compensation and security for your care. If you've been diagnosed with Lisa, call 800-888-1234 or visit classaction.com. It's the flooring sale you've been waiting for. Empire Today's Power Price Sale. Get $2,400 for $5,200 for an easy $2,600. That's half the price of your entire purchase. Shop for hardwood, tile, vinyl, and laminate right from home and have it professionally installed. Don't miss Empire's Power Price Sale. Schedule now.
So now, can they hit you with copyright on commercials?
I'm sure they'll find out.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking, all right, if you're gonna, you know, video their commercial and put it on there or whatever, I'm thinking the advertiser probably wouldn't care. Get more exposure, so. I think I found the Commercial News Network.
It was tough getting out there on the stage. I wanted to be clear. I wanted it to last. So I kept on fighting. I found something that keeps on moving. Now they see me. See if cosmetics can make a difference. Cosmetics is proven to help you mild to severe black psoriasis fight your skin that can last.
Goodness, yeah, the wife's got my cold here. We've both been hacking our brains out for the past week. I don't know what it is going around, but so many of my stores, everybody there has had it too. Either had it or have it. So.
Disaster Texas also has opening for opportunists teams. Compliance calling in a price gouging. Some retailer hotel are charging for necessities. This one report, for example, at one gas station charging $99 for a case of water. Law enforcement is taking.
Whoa, it's the gas station in Houston charging $99 for a case of water. That's ridiculous. There's always those that want to prey on people.
Right here. Next section is
I know normally a hurricane comes through and in a matter of 2 or 3 days it's gone. You know, but I know I've sat through some of them where after 3 or 4 days of continuous rain and wind, you know, you really get cabin fever and stuff, being all cooped inside. The weather's so bad out to where I can't imagine like 6 days of it. You know? I know there's going to be a whole lot of vehicles with severe water damage everywhere. I'm sure the insurance companies are going to be hating this. So, yeah. I do have the chat up here, by the way, so if you guys want to jump in the chat, I can respond. I don't know why when people evacuated they didn't take the vehicles, and take all the vehicles or whatever they could, because there's so many of them left.
Texas, indeed. And the situation in and around Houston getting worse by the minute in a few moments. We're expecting to get an update from Texas Governor Greg Abbott as soon as that starts. We're going to bring that to you live. Stay with us. We're back after a very short break.
Stanley Stever certified asthma allergy friendly because we remove so many
Goodness. Yeah, you always wind up with some redneck with the four-wheel drive truck jacked way the frick up in the air. Hey, it's the one time they actually get to use it. Yeah, no. I'm sorry, if you live in Houston, I'm sure you really need a big bad, you know, jacked way up truck. I grew up in a swamp, and I had an F-150, and it did just fine. You know, I had the big tires on the back, and that was about it. So I had the traction, because it was two-wheel drive. Boy, they are hammering the commercials on this Fox News.
Yeah, I know more people watch Fox News than they used to.
Yeah. Well, they're bringing in the revenue with this.
Everybody's sick of fake news.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be interesting to go over and look at CNN and see if they're blaming it all on Trump. I'm sure they figured out some way to spin it.
Well, they're just hammering the MPO crap. Oh, did you see they didn't, on the Bundy people, Clyde and Bundy?
Yeah.
They didn't convict those 4 people
They
for
did?
obstruction. Jury's like, oh, hell no. Okay, Morgan can't find the Genie remote.
She can't find the remote? Is it down in the couch cushions?
That's what I'm thinking we're going to have to do is take everything off the couch, but we need to vacuum the couch up. So.
Yeah.
But the old one, we still have one of the old ones because I had bought an extra one.
Yeah.
So that one works.
Okay.
That's all she's kind of doing.
Okay. Let me know when you get in the washer there because I got to get out of the dryer. I got my work pants and 2 of my work shirts in there. And the rest of it doesn't matter.
Her stuff's mostly clean, so.
Yeah. I just haven't gotten around to it. Like I said, my back is not feeling good today. Well, we got plenty of commercials on Fox here.
I always say no. I've spent
Lots
60
of
years
commercials.
saying no and not saying no anymore. When my oldest daughter said, Mom, you look amazing. I'm so glad you did that. It makes me really proud. They're pretty amazing. Call 260-9120 for your free consultation and get $500 off your treatment. Call 260-9120.
There we go.
This storm not only causing widespread flooding, but tornadoes as well. Steve Harrigan is just outside Rockport, Texas. And Steve, what's the main focus and biggest challenge in Rockport right now?
I felt the biggest challenge is trying to get electric power back up. Many of these power lines are snapped, as you can see around me, the scene of destruction. Our houses, vehicles,
Yeah.
and trees are all
It's gonna be a long time getting power back there in Rockport because all the lines are down everywhere. The poles are snapped off, and
They have to evacuate, mandatory evacuation, because so many of them need that car. That's why the casualty figures are so low. As far as search and rescue goes, it's been very primitive so far. Just firefighters with axes, often on foot. Still no communications here, no cell phone service. So very tough going. The rain has let up, the wind has let up. For the first time today, we saw a convoy of military vehicles on the way in. That's certainly going to get desperate relief for the people here. Many of whom have lost everything they have, their homes and their businesses. People have started to come back to try and pick through the wreckage in some cases. Officials have told them to try and stay away for now because they have no infrastructure. We've been seeing people trying to pull the warriors.
well, the problem is all this damage and stuff. It's all gonna hit the landfill. And when you've got the entire area devastated, that's one heck of a pile to throw in the landfill.
That's for a long time. Okay, Steve Harrigan, thank you very much.
And there's so much massive flooding there, especially in Houston on this Sunday afternoon. 2 more feet of water waves still expected to fall in the next few days. That, of course, making
You know, when you've got the whole neighborhood full of houses that's a pile of sticks, and you've got to get it out of there to rebuild, it's all gonna go hit the landfill. So they're gonna have a mountainous problem there with it. You know, Harvey's just sitting there and spinning.
This is the story of John Smith. Known as John Smith.
More commercials, woohoo! I think we get like 5 minutes of news for every 10 minutes of commercials.
This John Smith, who repaired the humanity by help addresses one specific health needs. At Humana, we take a personal approach to your health to provide care that's just as unique as you.
Now this is what I'm doing on my Sunday morning, guys. I am just hanging out. Hey, if anybody wants a link or something. Well, wait a minute, I'm on the phone. I don't know how to get a link off of it.
And watch this. It can even charge your phone. That's right. The next time your phone starts to die in a worse way, simply plug your Atomic Charge wallet into your phone. Instantly delete its life. But that's just the beginning because this is no ordinary wallet. It has a rocket. You can put a case in it to withstand bumps and shocks, keeping its contents safe and undamaged. Yet it's so lightweight, it floats away with this balloon. The Atomic Charge wallet also features an accordion design that easily holds all your cash, credit cards, pictures, license, and more. Yet it's so slim it can slip easily into your personal pocket. But here's the best part. Every
Yeah.
Atomic Charge
Tell you what. Well, I'm hanging out.
technology. Watch. This powerful scanner can't read the credit card inside. But put that same card in a leather wallet in. It's completely unprotected. So let's review. The Atomic Charge wallet holds everything you own. Yet it's so slim it can slip easily into your personal pocket.
Wow. Like I say, the wife got me a new purse here for my anniversary, our anniversary. I just noticed this here. That's not a cheap purse by any means. So yeah. I finally got it figured out with the small purse where I've got everything where I know where to find it. So I'm going to have to see if I can organize it. Because what all do we got? Okay, there. Okay. Okay, it's got one compartment here that no zipper on it. So you always got access. Well, it's got two of them that way. So you always got access. Compartments on the sides here on the purse. Got two of them here that you always have access to that aren't zipped.
And then you got two on the outside that are zipped.
That are zipped, and then you got the one in the middle.
Yeah.
Alright.
And then you got the phone pocket on the outside.
Oh, you see, I've been using this one little pocket here to keep the money and stuff in.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I probably ought to pick a compartment in here for it.
Yeah.
Probably just move it over into that one, huh?
Yeah.
Because I'm used to it being on the far side. Looky there, there's money in there. Woohoo! Sold $4. That's what's left after I gave you the $80 the other day at the grocery store.
By the way, I've been putting quarters back in the cup again, so.
You go what?
There's quarters in the cup.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
The quarters in the cup and the rest in the big Coke bottle.
Yeah, because I never carry money or cash or change or anything.
Yeah. Dozen Coke bottle.
Morgan.
Well, she eventually raised the Coke bottle anyway.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Put my watch over here with my money.
Yeah, I have your bracelet. I'm going to get the right size clasp and you need to fix it.
The what?
Your pearl latch.
The
And the
latch?
bracelet, remember it broke?
Yeah.
I'm going to get a different kind to put on there.
Okay.
Wait, if you use the big section for your makeup and all your girly stuff.
Yeah, what I figured, I'll probably put the makeup in the smaller section.
Yeah. But that way you got room to stick.
Yeah. Found another one. There we go.
No, no. There.
First time I've ever tried to move out of a purse. Always got our bobby pins. Yeah, I'm amazed at how much change I've had floating around in this purse. Because I've been using the same purse now for about 2 years. So, it's got a lot of miles on it. Oh, and you know what? I just realized it's got a spot down here that's starting to open up. So, luckily in that compartment I didn't keep anything small. working on in this one here with the old phone, it used to fit in that pocket. And now that I've got a smartphone, it doesn't fit. So, that's my old one. Gosh, there's a lot of room in this. Check it out, it holds a selfie stick. Looky there. I'm not quite sure what I do with this thing. That's just like hang out here and look cute, or whatever. What's it for? Hello, Ricky. How are you? Hang on. I'm back. Now my buddy Mikey Bird, my welder, and my generator, because he doesn't have a place at home to plug a welder in, and he's been working on putting a snowplow on his truck. So he's wanting to know if I was going to be home, and he was going to come over and show it to me. Alright. Yeah, let's check it out. Now you see, my other purse didn't have the strap here. Just had the long strap. So I tie it in a knot if I wanted the carry strap. So, I'm moving up, guys. A bigger, better purse. Yeah. So that's my 10-year anniversary gift. No, and then I got one here that she gave me a while back, which thing with it, it's like not really compartmented well, you know, kind of like one big spot, and I'm thinking you lose everything in there. But it does have a zipper section over here and over here. I just don't know what all I got that a red purse goes for. I mean, granted, I got some red outfits. In case I like it, I'm just not sure how practical. Yeah.
Texas Congressman Randy Weber is riding out the storm at his home in Friendswood, Texas. His district stretches from the coastline inland towards Houston, some of the hardest hit areas. Some areas under mandatory evacuation orders, and they're bracing for more flooding.
So I wonder if they still have watering restrictions in Houston.
It's not excellent. You can't hear me. Thanks for joining us, sir. I was looking at it. I just want to get a gauge of how your constituents are doing. Are you hearing from some of them? Are they safe and able to get to safe grounds if needed?
Yeah, no, Harvey's just gonna park itself right there for a few days. Cause all kinds of trouble.
I think that's what we're really getting an understanding. Not only have you never seen it, but we just heard from our own meteorologists that you're about.
Yeah, they're saying that the wind and surge damage could make areas uninhabitable for months. You see, people don't think that. You know? It's like, alright, you're going to sit and wait out the storm. Well, then it could be a month or two before, you know, you can even get out yourself. So unless you are, you know, well stocked on food and supplies, that don't require refrigeration or electricity. You know. Basically, if you're the big camping enthusiast that's used to being away from all of, you know, society's luxuries, like power and running water and electric and you know, cell phone service and yeah, TV, because they have nothing after this. Honey, somebody's at the door. You what?
Speaking of additional resources heading to the area from the Coast Guard, U.S. Coast Guard expecting 8 more helicopters to help with rescues, 3 more flood response teams, and additional air sea customs and border protection, as well as the DoD, meaning as the U.S. military specifically operating. We saw that during Hurricane Katrina and Makin heavy those helicopters to bring in not only supplies but then also rescue people and bring them out. President Trump continuing to monitor the situation in Texas from Camp David, having conference calls throughout the weekend. The president tweeting his support this morning for the federal and local groups rushing to the aid of those in need. Eric Tenney live from the White House with more on reaction from the White House. So many people there are saying this is the first real test for President Trump.
Absolutely. The president received his latest update on the storm this morning in a teleconference meeting with his entire cabinet. What that does is allows the president to hear how the business response as a whole is going. And here's how he's impacting specific sectors such as transportation, energy production, as well as manufacturing. First and foremost, the administration is to help actions that is to protect those and to rescue in the storm's path. This morning, the president tried to reassure the country that the legislature is fully engaged, training. Wow, now experts are calling out the points and problems and going well. See, that was suggested by those government high. The president later suggested that he may be delaying his trip to Texas to avoid distracting from those efforts, tweeting, I will be going to Texas as soon as that trip can be made without causing disruption.
Alright, I'm back. Got one of our neighbors come by to talk to us about our neighbor next door.
Secretary
Louisiana supply chain.
Yeah, they're supposed to get
resources in is there in Houston, especially. All right, Eric Tenney at the White House, the president coming back later today. Eric, thank you. Be sure to stay tuned for Fox News Sunday immediately after this. Chris Knowles talking to Texas Governor Greg Abbott on the response to Hurricane Harvey and what they need from the federal government. That starts 3 p.m. Eastern right after this show.
And coming up, citizen journalists, hundreds if not more, have uploaded videos and pictures of Harvey devastation, from acts of courage to red flags and danger zones. We've got the best coming up. Plus, remembering one of America's bravest who served his country in Afghanistan and Iraq. Remember Sergeant Alvin Stewart Jr. And President Trump's charging of shared jar of Ohio. Many say it undermines the tradition system. It drove me Remember say and the cops wouldn't do anything for me, right?
To the people, what is rules like Sheriff Joe?
Why doesn't she just let you run to
So,
why doesn't she let kids come by kids home?
was Sheriff Joe convicted for doing his job?
That's right.
They should be brave on it. That's why we're drinking short.
She made a bail ad against your box.
And she'll always be you. Living with a
We don't want her to.
welcome to Thailand's lightweight new ammonia plant. Tackle stuff over even ammonia. Someone else think this. Ammonia like that? There's a time to get to that.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
I am so sick of her, so I just I would like to sit down before I can waste my time. Because the last time I told them, granted, it's not great, it's not a car problem.
Where did we get that? I mean,
It's not hers.
we need to call the bank. I didn't realize until they just shut that car down.
She has no right to be doing anything. I don't listen to that.
I said better. This is my body. It's their skin.
This is my body that I can take on psoriatic arthritis.
Humira. Humira works by targeting and helping to block a specific source of inflammation that contributes to both joint and skin symptoms. It's proven to help relieve pain and stop further joint damage, clear skin, and heals. Humira is the #1 prescribed combination for skin.
Humira will your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis, serious, sometimes fatal infections, and cancers. All have happened as a blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and university heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas
Right,
of
to get her ass out.
infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, or throat infections, or flu-like symptoms or sores, don't start either if you have an infection.
Want more proof? Ask your doctor about Humira.
Yeah, it's the third one. I hope it's doing good. I'm back. No, we got another neighbor here that my neighbor next door here is driving her frickin' nuts. She's blaring her country music 24 hours a day over there. See, the beautiful part here is this wall behind me. I opened it up and put R25 in it right after I moved in here. Bushed it up 2 inches. So it's got R25 insulation. And the wall on the other side of the room has got R13 sound deadening insulation in it. And so by the time you get back to the bedrooms over there, it's like when my other kids were teenagers, we had a pool table out here. And had music and stuff set up. And they could invite their friends over and play their music and play pool. And I could go back in the bedroom and shut the door, and it was quiet. I could sleep. You know, what you could hear, the air conditioner just covered over, so you didn't hear anything. So, yeah, no, we've got a nice quiet house. I've done a lot of work on a lot of walls to get it quiet. And any interior wall I've opened up, I put R13 in. And between the two kids' bedrooms back here, it's got our 13 sound deadening in between it. So that way, you know, if one of them is wanting to watch their TV and the other one's trying to sleep, they're not disturbing each other. I believe in having it quiet through the house. The problem is if you holler here and somebody's back in the bathroom, they can't hear you.
On the phone with us now, Texas Railroad Commissioner Makin, who's just south of Houston, where a lot of this water is now flowing back down towards Galveston. Appreciate you being here, sir. You're the Texas Railroad Commissioner, but also...
Hey, Morgan, you want to let Cocoa Puff in?
Rescue right now. Give us your experiences over the past 24, 48 hours. I understand you've sent in some pictures. Is there enough resources on the ground, or is this one of these cases of neighbor helping neighbor? Because we've heard times that people are coming out in their own flat bottom boats, on their own jet skis, trying to move around these neighborhoods and at least get those who are most in danger out.
I'm going to go ahead and take a look and see who's posting what today. Hello, Cocoa Puff. Oh. Okay. I guess I already hit him. So I'm good.
There is the deeply personal aspect. We're looking at live pictures right not too far from you. You're in Galveston County. This is Galveston, Texas. We're seeing jet skis out in roads and highways that have turned into rivers. People are...
Galveston's completely flooded too.
At the same time, it's easy to get bogged down in these individual rescues, and then you think about Houston as a city, the energy capital of the Southeast, or anyways, the energy capital of America. Already heard about the Exxon refinery shutting down, the Shell refinery shutting down.
Yeah, with the refinery shut down, fuel prices at the pump expecting to gouge us. As it's like 1/3 of all of our fuel comes from that area. So yeah, with the refinery shut down, they're going to crank prices. And they always crank them way early ahead of time to make the money.
We know the Galveston port still closed, cruise ship passengers, tens of thousands of them still stranded out to sea.
Don't mean to be so boring, guys, but you know, hey, it's a Sunday. I'm hanging out. I got a load of laundry in the dryer I need to go hang up at some point.
Some of the images streaming in social media are hard to ignore. Plenty of people now giving us a glimpse of the flooding and the devastation in their homes and in their neighborhoods. For more, we now turn to Brian Yannis, who has the very latest. Hi, Brian.
It's not just compelling images. Social media is being used right now to call for help. Thousands of people's homes and flooding and being flooded. Houston's mayor says that they received at least 2,000 calls for help. This is Keisha Clerk's home in Houston.
Oh wow. They're showing an apartment with like a foot of water in the floor in it.
She's trapped in the water, she's scared, she's upset, her neighborhood was not told to evacuate before the storm, and to make matters worse, 2 of her 3 kids cannot swim.
Somebody please try to reach out as many people as you can. This is really something very emotional.
Of course, with all the news focusing on Harvey, you got to wonder what else is going on in the world that's not hitting the news.
This video comes to us via Facebook. The water has gotten so high, fish being plagued this family's family. You can see the man here actually trying to catch it with his own hands. That's how little the water is.
The guy's got fish swimming in his house.
This is waistline water.
Granted, it's funny, but no, it's devastating too.
Water actually, you can see, has a strong current as rivers really turn into rivers in that neighborhood. And this video is from the balcony of someone's apartment complex in Maryland, Maryland area as well, of Houston.
It's on an apartment complex with the water halfway up the garage doors. Goodness.
The mayor of Houston tweeted about an hour ago has been urging people not to use social media accounts for rescue requests, to actually call 911 only those whose life threatening or otherwise if you need help, such as a rescue operation or leave your home because it's flooded, to call 911 if you're in the Houston area. We will continue to monitor social media as we're getting just stunning images from Houston.
Brian has been very nice, Brian. Thank you so much.
Friends and family have said their final goodbyes to one of 2 U.S. soldiers killed in Iraq. Sergeant Alan Stigler Jr. of the 82nd Airborne was laid to rest on Saturday in Arlington, Texas. He was fighting ISIS militants earlier in the month when he was killed by what the Army called a artillery mishap. The 22-year-old had just 1 month left on his tour of duty. Sergeant Rashad Brooks serves alongside him, but also died both serving in Afghanistan to Iraq. And if you think about that, 22 years old, that was 8 years old on 9/11.
Well, so I had a lot of latest developments out of Houston, where record flooding continues to impact the region. How are officials assessing all the dangers of this flow? And areas like Mar, where Harvey landfall, are still soaked by heavy rains today. Our own Casey Stiegel is standing by just south of Houston with the very latest. Hi, Casey.
Elizabeth, flood's here. Private critters and thousands of people are stuck in their homes and need rescued. We're live from the front lines. Next.
Nobody's hurt, but they're still in pain. It comes when your insurance company says they'll only pay 3/4 of what it takes to replace it. What are you supposed to do? Drive 3/4 of the cost? Now, if you had been mutual car replacement, you get your whole car back. I guess they don't want you driving around with great wheels. Smart.
With Liberty Mutual, new car fees will replace the full value of your home. Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Because the Sirius XM free listening event is on right now. 100 amazing channels, including the Beatles channel. And you can listen free through September 5th. This week's commercial-free music plus talk movies, comedy, news, and more. Sirius XM is on free right now. So let's put some joy in this.
Goodness, I'm checking CNN headlines here. See what they got to say.
You deserve to sleep even harder. This Friday and Sunday, Mattress Firm is having a flash sale with incredible prices. Get a free adjustable base with sliding mattresses. Only during Mattress Firm's Labor Day flash sale.
Your power needs every goes, and it's impossible to clean when it gets on your clothes. You try tape holders to clean your seat, but to get it all off, you need sheet
I'll be back in just a minute. Yeah, no, this is the neighbor that lives right across the street from my neighbor next door. And, oh, is she pissed off at him? Because she's just causing crap with everybody. She is just trying to be as nasty as she can be to everybody in the neighborhood. Well, if I get my bag to open. Alright. Well, my buddy Mike is here, guys. So, yeah. Okay. Alright, guys. I'm going to step outside. I'm going to switch connections here in just a second.
She's a bit. Yeah. She went, you know, Darcy bought the boys all phones when they invested.
Stay.
And Darcy's half sister. Yeah.
Stay. Is Cocoa Puff? Yeah, they're all in. Stay.
Here, baby. Sally, stay here, baby. No, wait.
Okay, let me change the connection here, people. Okay, man. Yeah.
Berry or apple or strawberry?
Okay. There we go. I'm back, guys. He's bringing me back my generator and wanted me to see a snowplow. He's got my welder there too. Alright. Here, let me flip this around. This is what he was doing, guys. So he's got it all put together. Yeah. It looks good. Running the fuel out of it? Yeah. There's my welder, guys. Yeah. Okay. Hey, you can unhook it and push it around back there. You want the dolly?
Yeah. Okay. I was going to go back and get it, but I didn't know if the dogs were inside.
They're in.
Here. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything's in it.
I'll lay it on the back porch here. Is there enough room to come through there? Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been live on YouTube. I'm gonna try something different here. There we go. See if that works any better, guys. Yeah. There we go. All right. Yeah, it's one of those you got to just kind of seesaw it to get it over there. Just trying to get the generator back on the porch here, guys. So yeah. Okay, and this blue tarp, let me move it, then I can drop it in behind the light here in a minute. Chunk of wood for you. Wow. So what are we hitting on? Get back a little further.
That was the house.
That was a tail light?
Yep.
Yeah. This got it. Alright.
Leave the battery up on it. I'm going to take it back down.
On what? No, I think it was down, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, leave it down. Can you throw this back in there in that corner?
Alright.
Like I say, the way my back is, feels like it's bone on bone, which it pretty much is. Because there's no discs down there.
Hello, Greg.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
Oh, tired today. I got up to get breakfast.
That's not going to fit.
I think it's got to turn the other way, maybe. Alright, if it don't fit, put it over here. Are we over closer this time than we were before? I think we are.
I think we are too.
Okay. So what do you say we slide it this way a little bit? Can you move the chunk of wood with us? If man might grab it and pull this way.
You just want to leave it like that.
Yeah, leave it like that for now, that's fine.
I can move it over.
No,
It's up to you.
Leave it there.
Okay.
Leave it there. I'm not worried about it. As long as it's not too much tail weight to cause the thing to flip up. Yeah.
I wasn't that happy.
Alright. You don't have any support for lifting that welder out, do you? Alright, we'll try and get a hand on it. Now, as you can see, I'm growing some really good weed there, so I should be able to make some money on it, huh? No. Oh, wrong kind of weed? Oh, well.
You can ask one of these guys.
Let's set the phone back down here for a few minutes, people. Oh, that looks good, though. Your mouth looks good.
Thank you. So David said if you don't want it, he wants to play it, or if you can't get it to work, you just go throw it away. He wants to play with it.
So this one is mine now?
Yep. It's got 4 blades, brand new blades in it.
Wow.
So the blades are on the side. Just
Okay.
so you know.
All right.
Huh? this isn't hopefully, because I don't want to spend $600.
Right.
You flop it.
By the way, that thing's heavy.
Think you know that?
That's why it sits in the wagon. You know, I had the same welder when I was growing up on the farm, and there I had it sit basically on a board with wheels on it, so I could shove it around the shop. Guys, got my wagon here. I don't know what that thing weighs, but it weighs an awful lot. But that's my welder, guys. The Lincoln welder. Okay. So do you have enough rods, or did you have to buy more rod? Okay. There we go. I'm thinking just park it right in here for now. I'll move the chairs around and work on getting it in the door here. Yeah, because I got to move everything in here to get it in, but I'll wait until we're done out here and I can let the doggies run.
And that one that I got,
Yeah.
when you go to cut things,
Okay, we do need to move that over again. Yeah.
all you do is pull. It won't it bogs down a tiny bit, and then it goes right through it.
Okay.
It's not like the one you had.
They only had the one I had when I got it. They didn't have another option.
Well, that one's got a 1 horse more.
Got a what?
A horse and a half more than what yours does.
Okay.
Yours did. So as long as it's got a good blade on it, it goes right through. Like butter.
Yeah. Just gonna get it spun around so I got it lined up for the door. It has to go in the reverse, I have to clean out. But everything that was piled in around it, I got sitting on the floor now with it. So I gotta move it all to get it back in. Alright.
Help with anything else?
I think we got it. Yeah, I'll come around front. Yeah, no, this looks real good. Hey, if you need your parking lot plowed, he's got a plow on the truck now. See the plow?
Oh, you mean for the snow?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my brother in a whole bit. Because the generator runs the water. Yeah, and he likes to plug it in. So I just set him up with the whole deal where he was all set.
Oh, good.
So now, what do you pick up on these bars down low? Do you come in on the bottom of the frame or something?
Intercooler mount.
Oh, okay, that mount right across there.
Also, the bumper brace for the lower end of it.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't move. but the brace itself moves a little.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I like the way you got that just set up behind it there and hooked over it, and yeah.
It's really close to that bumper too.
Well, that keeps you from having any further out in front than you need.
Yeah. It took us quite a while to get it on, just because how close everything is, and where you have to bolt it in, because the bolts are through here.
Yeah.
And then the other set's underneath.
Yeah.
And it's 11 gauge box steel, so it's pretty thick stuff.
Okay. Yeah, he's all set for winter. Yeah. All right. I'm going to go on back in. And you got all your wiring so it works?
Yeah.
Cool.
It works. I'll show you.
Okay. I believe you. So it all works, guys. All right. Well, I'm impressed. Because like I said, we sat there and looked at it, and you know, yeah, but no, you're real clean, real neat with it, and came out good.
Now I just got to paint it so it doesn't rust.
Either that or wait till you get a coat of rust on it, spray it with phosphoric acid. It turns the iron oxide into iron phosphate and it doesn't rust then. But
I was going to paint it either a bright color so that way they could see it, because I also had to paint the plow.
Yeah.
So the plow's starting to rust.
Okay.
That way it doesn't mess it up.
I'm going to go back in.
Alright.
You take care, be careful.
Yep.
And watch out for dips now with that thing hanging clear out there.
It doesn't hit.
You'll find some it does.
Some it will.
Try Capitol Records right here on Platte. Right there by Fargo's Pizza. Yeah. There's a couple huge gouges in there from when I used to have the big hitch on the back from pulling the dairy. And that was just because that bar hanging down, 2-inch solid square.
Yep.
Through the black dot. Because it's steep down and out.
Yep.
Yeah. Alright.
Have a good one.
You too. Take care. Alright. I'm going to go back in. I need to figure out how to get my welder back in here.
She refused to give me my $53. And I said, okay, so you just sold our friendship for $53. Yeah.
Pardon.
She sold my friendship for $53.
I'd say, you know,
Good riddance.
Alright. Now comes the fun part.
Really good at it. I'm really sick of it. And I have to ask her to turn the stereo down. That's all I ever asked. I asked Brandon to turn it down, and he wouldn't. That was in 2002. Then 2012, right before I got my car accident, I started, that fall, we started dumping that face all the time. He was one of his friends went up and smashed out the back of the side door of his friend's little car that was right. And then she can get away with whatever she wants. All the boys quiet.
and she's got this
And it's annoying as all get out. Maybe it doesn't bother other people. It is my kryptonite, Kimberly. It is my kryptonite. Right. Okay. So then I shoved her into the stable because she ate her. Now she's back at it. I shoved her into the stable. Well, I was on medical leave and I said, okay, can we guys perhaps wouldn't do anything? You let baby take out of my friend in the morning. I'm so stressed. I had to scramble underneath.
Alright guys, you coming in? Alright. Welder's back in here, guys. It's got a little cubby hole that fits in. Come on, Tyson.
He just thought it was part of the goodie. He thought it was a treat. Oh. So anyway, but then we no, it's just because nothing to do. I know, they'll just be like, well, you know, or like that one time when I had problems with Dee, when she was harassing me to crash for 4 months. Officer Zanger showed up on a Sunday and he said, I'll never forget that name, Zanger. He said to me, he goes, you know what you need to do? Pick up the trash, shut up, and get along. They did nothing for me. They were so sick of doing those TV calls. You know, even maybe doing a lot of it. Yeah, thanks.
Alright.
I guess those kids.
Excuse me.
Especially
Excuse
the
me.
first one, DJ. He showed up with money. Went to work to do his work.
Oh. I think I left my pipe on the back porch.
DJ, he goes.
Excuse me.
He's all. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
He's all. Oh, sorry.
The wagon train follows him back.
They got, oh, there. Look at that. Nosy. Real quick, before I leave, give me your number. I'll give you mine too. You got my dirt. Melissa. My last name is Pickett. If you ever need to find me, it's Pickett, like Picket Fence. I'm in the book.
All right. All right. You know what? Let me change the network here real quick. I'll be right back, people. There we go. I'm back. I'm back. But that's my buddy Mike there. And like I say, borrowed my welder and my generator and all. So he could make a bracket to hang a snowplow on the truck. So that's what all of that was about.
They're monkey in the middle. They just keep saying, hey, not ours. They said, call me sister.
I know, all those poor people with all that water, and they got so much more coming.
Amateur video captured this. The people screaming. Several twisters touching down. The Houston suburbs, Cypress and Katy. Multiple homes damaged and minor injuries reported.
Why does she get away with
National Weather Service says
She has not been anybody nor science. Just anyone around. It's like when she got oh God.
issue 67. That's
Maybe he didn't take the maps on her board.
today.
I don't even want to go out there and wash my truck. You know me, I love to wash my truck.
Casey, thank you for that. Now let's reinstate America is just outside of Blackpool. The town area is very close to the state.
Yeah, you can't mess the vacation up.
I guess Rockport is more like Junkport now. The whole place is scrapped.
Officials here still don't know just how bad things are. There's no electric power, no cell phone service. We've seen some search and rescue operations, but they are very basic. It's just firefighters on foot, axes, they knock down doors, kick them in and say, is anybody in here? Wow. People here walk around feeling stunned days. They've lost their houses, they've lost their businesses. Some of the big police folks say they don't know what they're going to do next. They have no insurance, but after a moment of sadness, many of them admit that they are better off than their neighbors.
Our houses are down there, everybody's house. Everybody's got friends out there that all good, that all right.
Many officials around here tell people, don't come back. We don't have utilities. You just get word, stay away from now. We are seeing people come back a little at a time. In the rain, pick through the wreckage.
Right, because he's getting the rolls. Yeah. So not like that.
Thank you. Now we're looking where Army is kind of quick like simple thoughts on the chapter in New York.
Nothing in this real news. And also,
Trade resources state
fire knocks on his door. He goes, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to do. You don't need all this stuff.
It's the strongest stone just
Right. Right. No problem. Right. He was just nosy. He has a problem. Yeah, I never had a problem.
across the eastern side of Texas. That's Houston area.
Yeah, I was never sorry. Only something to say.
Oops.
Another 3 days to go. This was sponsored by the 58 train. Agricultural campus this week decided to warm up in the most anticipated soon at the very rain intensity in Houston. We said 2 feet of rain in Houston every all the way. We're going to be looking at about an additional 2 feet of rain.
Was that the dog you had when I first got here?
Walking around,
1999?
you know, around the yard.
Yeah, he kept asking me what I was doing the first time. He was asking me what I
He
made
was
my
like,
garage.
no, this is not another business. Because he was just taking his last round of it.
And I told him way more than I wanted to pay.
Yeah,
So like that.
Texas,
We're not picking up.
damage assessment for Army both to people and property.
Well, Chris, it is bad I think for ours. Obviously, part of the damage assessment is because of where the hurricane hit in that entire surrounding area. Now, of course, we're dealing with the damage around the Houston area because of the flooding. Dollar-wise, it is larger, very larger. It will be in the millions of dollars. For the next couple of days,
Yeah,
see what we got here.
Save lives and to keep as many people safe as possible. In the Houston area, the present time, we are conducting search and rescue missions where the hurricane hit near the Corpus Christi and multiple areas. So we're doing multiple duties in multiple parts of the state.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that, Governor, because we just had a report about Rockville, which may have been the community that was hardest hit. I know the damage has been so extensive that
I don't know why that's not picking up down there. If I can get it to pick it up. There it is.
You are such a nice friend.
Texas Task Force 1, Texas Task Force 2. These are search and rescue missions, as well as Texas National Guard. We're there going.
I'm trying to move some files around here.
She was expecting a big bag with eyeballs and everything. Right. She had toes, texture, and eyeballs, arms.
Sure, I've spoken with leaders of some of these companies, and listen, they are very experienced in challenges like this. Tropical storms in the past that we go through all the time. They were very well prepared. They hunkered down and were able to contain some of these, and they had the ability to pick up fairly quickly. This will be probably a large downturn period for them. They will prepare for this, and they're prepared to ramp up very swiftly.
Hey, you ever need our help? We're home. Look out. You know, if one of us are home, feel free, give us a holler.
Part of that is that they were much more able to deploy personnel and equipment in place in San Antonio, in the Texas region. Has that made a difference?
It has made a difference. I got to tell you, I get FEMA rated an A+, all the way from the president down. I've spoken to the president several times, such as Secretary of Homeland Security, such as the Administrator of FEMA, such as Todd Ross, Secretary of Health and Human Services, and so on all of those.
All right, well, I should let you guys go so you can have some.
I asked the administration to be very helpful. We were able to see this
I have a cat voice.
in advance and get a lot of pre-positioning taken care of, whether even federal assets or the state assets or the local assets. So when it comes to
Okay.
we've never been more prepared for a storm.
Can you tell us about President Trump's personal engagement in this problem and managing the response to it?
It's been extremely professional.
Everyone's very happy. Drinks, I got
And this is the quickest turnaround I've ever seen from the time they've ever made a disaster declaration to getting it granted. What that means for the layperson out there is because the president so swiftly granted my application for a disaster declaration, it means it triggered all the resources of FEMA to help Texas. And what you will see over the coming weeks and months is a tremendous rebuilding from all this damage, and a large part of that will be because of FEMA helping out. So we are very appreciative of the way the president and the White House has responded to this catastrophe.
From all the forecasting and getting served, how much longer is Texas, are the people, the millions of people here going to be under the gun from Harvey or the tropical storm?
Understand that about to tell you that it's not precise or perfection, but from the multiple reports I'm hearing that we can expect torrential rain in the greater Houston and East Texas area for days to come. And remember this, and that is what's on TV right now in the Houston area.
I got a pile of videos here to convert. Surveillance stuff.
Making a summer at the Honda Celebration Sales event today. Hurry in and get a great deal on the Honda Fit from KDB.com's best value rate. It's your local Honda dealer.
USA is sponsored by Alvaro 5 minutes to
Baby, what did you do in the quotes?
Trump's national security team began the week with a careful rollout of a new strategy for Afghanistan. They ended the week with North Korea's surprise launch of 3 short-range missiles after a pause in its weapon program. It's all part of the job of our next guest, Secretary of State, ex-President Secretary. Welcome back to Fox News South. Before we get to foreign affairs, I'm going to ask you, as a native son of Texas and as the former chairman and CEO of ExxonMobil, your thoughts about Hurricane Harvey and especially the impact it's having on the oil and gas sector there on the Gulf Coast.
I got a pile of these videos to convert.
I think the response to state Texas is a remarkable job that they're all trying to do. I think it's important that people understand and recognize this is an ongoing event that they're dealing with. President Trump has remained all happiness yesterday. We have another election this morning. All agencies everything we can to support the state of Texas in its response. With respect to the oil and gas industry, they have been through this many, many times. They are probably number one prepared for these types of events that will allow restaging and capability. But there will be challenges that are created by a stronger this magnitude and a stronger response.
I had my house packed up in 3 days to be gone.
I'm confident that they will respond capably, and the government agencies have facilitated that necessarily action as well.
Well, me too.
That's trying to your day job. North Korea fired 3 short-range missiles on Friday. What message do you think the Kim regime is sending? Well, the firing of any ballistic missile is a violation of the UN Security Council resolutions. We do off Iraq, the United States and our allies. We continue to want the Kim regime to understand there is a different path that you can choose. Internationally, it is quite clear unanimous 15 of the UN Security Council resolution imposing more stringent sanctions ever imposed on North Korea. There's also a unified international place that will harm this.
Well, hello, Papa Linus. Hello, Jasmine.
This week, before the missile test, both you and the president suggested that Kim might be backing off his missile program here in the U.S.
Kim, I respect the fact that I believe he is starting to respect us.
I'm pleased to see that the regime has certainly demonstrated some level of respect that we've not seen in the past. Both of them are about family. But I don't know that there is, I think, it's going to take some time to tell. This happened at the launch again is a violation of the resolutions. So it is, clearly they're still messaging us as well that they are not prepared to completely back away from their position. Having said that, we're going to continue on our pressure campaigns. I would describe it for allies with China as well. We'll see if we can bring the regime of Pyongyang to the negotiating table with a view to get a dialogue different future for Korea, Peninsula, and Guam. President Trump pledged this week to fight in Afghanistan.
Like I said, I got to mount the clips here off the surveillance camera. I'm having to convert them over to basically a file the computer will see. Because when you're dealing with an NVR and stuff like that, it's a whole different format.
He has also delegated significant authority to Secretary Mattis
So there will be a definite change in military tactics on the ground. Now, all of this is sending a message to the Taliban that we are not going to be here. We're going to continue to fight for the Afghan government, support the Afghan security forces, and what needs to happen is the Taliban needs to engage with the Afghan government in the process of reconciliation, developing a way to govern the country in the future.
The point I guess I'm trying to get at is when you say that you're going to be there until they get that message, is that an open-ended commitment? Are you saying whatever the president's view is, whatever it takes?
The president is clearly not setting any arbitrary timelines. He's not creating any deadlines. He did in his speech to Paul say that our patience is not only limited, our time is not limited. So I think what the president is indicating correct. And I think what the president has indicated is we are not going to set arbitrary deadlines. We're going to monitor conditions on the ground, and our decisions will be on the ground, progress on the ground.
There's also the question of how this administration defines Afghanistan.
And on the security camera, basically it does only when it sees motion it records. And then, yeah, I'm doing all right, Jasmine. A little sore in the back and all from last week, but I'm not the most active today. Because I know they're going to try to kill me again going into the holidays, so I need to rest that back a little bit and get it in shape to try to make it through another week. And then next weekend I'll mow the front yard, stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, what's going on there is the L4, L5 disc I'm completely missing. The two bones have grown together. And then the other 4 discs down in there are down to where they're so thin the bones are grinding on each other. And when you look at the x-ray, they got this like duck bill there where they're ground clear off. So it's from, I've been with Coca-Cola for over 30 years. And when you're out there throwing product continuously, and then I come home and I do free firewood for people that need it for, God, like the last 12 years I've done that. And basically I've worn the back out. There just isn't much there. So, yeah.
I just want to be left alone.
We know that if we deny them space, they have to protect them all. We also protect America and our allies as well.
Right?
So the case of Afghanistan, I think is some of the most devastating attacks carried out. We all know the Taliban was organized and carried out the
Yeah, and I got to convert all these files over to a format the computer itself will see. And then at that point I can start piecing it together. The problem is the program I got for converting it will convert one at a time, and then you've got to open the program up and run it again. It does a good job, it's just labor intensive. And the menu only shows you five files at a time. So you got to pile up and you got to scroll through them.
This means that we have to develop things that all we want is to ensure that terrorists get out of there and organize and carry out attacks.
So what do you make of this division between America First and
You gotta bite your tongue. I don't like that. I gotta bite my tongue.
Yes, I think it's a question of tactics and how you achieve those objectives. I think the president has been clear in his speech in Afghanistan that we are not undertaking nation building. So we will be shifting our diplomatic and aid and development programs as well, alongside with the president's view that the Afghan government and Afghan people must honor their foreign government, and they must come to some reconciliation with all Afghans, including the Taliban, as to how they can secure their country as a peaceful country, one that does not support terrorism, does not provide safe haven for terrorists, it does not align itself with any terrorist organization. That's what we should do.
finally, and I've got a controversy over the racial protests in Charlottesville and the president's response to it. Coming in now doesn't issue sympathetic criticize the Trump administration for its failure at the highest political level to unequivocally reject and condemn racist violent events and demonstrations. Here was the president in Phoenix this week talking more about the media than he was about the need.
Yeah, once I get them converted over, then I actually get a thumbnail and I can see.
Does that make it harder for you to push American values around the world with some foreign leaders who question the president's values?
First, we express American values in the state represent American values, our commitment to freedom, our commitment to equal treatment of people of all. That message has never changed.
And when the president gets into the kind of controversy he does in the UN, but then he responds with bad values.
I can't see shit. I can't see shit. I'm right there.
Values, definitely American government agencies to engage in values and
the president's not.
the president speaks for himself. I pay my own consequences to our values as well, so it's the state of this country.
Mr. Secretary, thank you. Thanks for coming today. We appreciate you, sir. Stay safe. And let's hope those folks and friends, family in Texas go see people. Up next, we'll begin our Sunday group to discuss President Trump targeting former Arizona Sheriff Joe Arpaio. Supporters are happy to export outright. Plus, we'll be trying to ask the panel about the president's program sheriff. Facebook, Facebook, Twitter, and Fox News Sunday. We may use your questions throughout the year.
There's last one. It's not.
Try out the Saints Row for relief gummies. It'll taste chocolate and work fast. Apple's are relief gummies. Enjoy the relief.
Introducing Lean 13 from Nutrisystem. Lose up to 13 pounds in your first month guarantee.
So 13 pounds fast. You're paying 13 from Nutrisystem.
Your 13 can turn into 20, 30, 50, even more. I'm Marie and I lost 50 pounds on Nutrisystem. You'll see results right away. Count, measure, eat, Nutrisystem.
Order your 28-day plan.
But I'm just like, I was doing this. No, we're not enemies. We're never let's be friends. I spoke with her. Just free.
Turbo shoes.
Bye-bye, Stubborn Belly Back.
The next 2 minutes and we'll even with the next show. Lose up to 13 pounds and 7 inches.
All right.
Your first 13 pounds.
That's already so huge. I've seen it when I've been out here.
with bars and shakes free.
Good for her. Yeah, she's only lived there like 3 years. She's been here for a long time.
That's why there's power. The number one selling English learning in the world. Battles over interactive technology, which is speaking best of all.
Utilities got shut off. Yeah.
You're able to retain all this information, remember what you learned about the struggle to learn it.
Battles are 10-minute lessons. Let you learn on the go. Now, you can try Battle in just weeks.
Right.
have the conversational skills you want to use in business meetings, on vacation, the ones you love.
It's not hard to learn a language if you have the right context.
Yeah, for my accent, 1,000%.
It's so user friendly.
Never been inside that house, but I remember when Eagle went home and everyone.
Go to apple.com.
Yeah, and that they left me
See
that
what
way.
Apple is doing on one side of the ocean.
Your brain changes as you get older. The predator is your brain, and it behavior to make a story. In jellyfish, in clinical trials, origin is to short-term memory. Predator, the danger one.
I just remember it was supposed to be the neighbors was living here next door to me all day. And that was when I everybody assumed I could focus on science. I said I got home at 8:30 and the party got broke up at 9. He said, hi, ladies. And got my new car.
September 10th on Fox.
Was Sheriff Julia convicted for doing his
Guess what? They shut him down.
They should have had a jury.
You can't have a live band in your head.
I'll make a prediction. I think he's going to be just fine.
But everybody always went, and that's the thing. They assumed it's me. I said I wasn't even at home. I go, you don't know me. And I said it wasn't me who called me. I wasn't even home. I said that's fine. Because that was back in 2000, 2001. I said, I worked all day outside. I said, I had my girlfriend. I worked 6 days a week for 15 years. I worked all day outside. I did 6 days a week before I had my driver. I only got to have one house for the Associated Press.
Josh Holmes, Mitch McConnell's former chief of staff, and a GOP strategist, Ronald Sheriff of Ohio, was convicted last month of contempt for defying a court order and detaining Martinez on suspicions that they might be illegal. A Holmes Corporation profile asked you to question former President Clinton, and Maria Swanson tweeted this: if the law doesn't apply to Arpaio, should it apply to anyone else? Carl, how do you answer? What do you think of Arpaio as a legal proposition and also the politics of it?
The president's entitled under the Constitution to have an unlimited pardon. I think he should have exercised it in this instance. Should full pardon is found in federal court for over a year that saw stop racially profiling people for driving Latino or walking Latino, and he openly divided his hands and continued to go powers in the federal court told him to stop. And this did not go through the normal routine. The pardon applications go through the Department of Justice, was drafted inside the White House, didn't go through the regular process, reviewed by outside lawyers. The president's making political stuff out of things. He's about ready to go to jail for 6 months or so.
There's a lot of these flipping files.
And there's also a report in Washington Post today that the president had actually thrown beforehand to Attorney General Jeff Sessions about not bringing a case in the first place. One, some critics are suggesting that the way the party went down and Congress put out the apology just said, no appeal, no expression of remorse, no review by the Justice Department. In some sense, send the signals some physics investigation and unrelated investigation by a special counsel lawyer will take care of them too.
Well, this was a political activist conversation. I don't have to see for some justice. Sheriff Arpaio has not been sentenced yet. He's been convicted but not sentenced. So this was a preemptive act by President Trump that I think that it sets a precedent that he can act in terms of pardons or review from the Justice Department to help out someone who's a family member, someone who's a political ally. Listen, you remember Arpaio was not only an early supporter of Donald Trump, he was an early opposer, and he is the face of hostility towards immigrants, specifically Mexicans and Latinos in this country. So it's a political act that he promised his base on Tuesday night.
She's in everybody's business.
And he has delivered on that promise in such a way as to say that in the future, such acts of pardon say the set a pattern, and it can pardon family, friends, and allies.
Joshua over in Los Angeles.
Yeah, I don't think there's any great threat to democracy. I mean, presidential pardons are pretty clear. It's got really
one officer who, may or may not get 6 months in prison as a result of a guilty verdict. In comparison to some of the pardons and clemency that we've seen over the last decade, 2 decades, it sort of feels a comparison. My guess is that your reaction to this is probably a direct attribution to how you feel about Joe Arpaio. And, it's not my cup of tea, but I think for a lot of Trump supporters, he was the face of law and order.
I think just like I think the idea that you undermine a federal court and say that law enforcement is not subject to equal justice under law seems different to me. Nixon was part of that court. Huge pushback, even from the President of the United States, allowing a double standard to be put in place for reformism.
Tell everybody I still miss. I don't give a shit. Right. Right. Because that's exactly what happened. I said, yeah, I thought I can't carry your because I thought we were going to close me. Yes, but at the same time, we have the homemade one that's got a big kitty. Get another couple carriers. Mine are all black except for the days he's got the white chest and the white feet.
John McKay, Flank, Speaker Ryan, Josh, you have a dog in this fight as a former chief of staff to Mitch
Mama wears the pink red collar.
the president's secretary is over making fights with all these members of the Congress. Is that going to the border for the pass?
Just like Mama,
Stage at the
be nice and skinny check. They don't wear colors.
Explores the presidential triangulation and can be a very effective strategy at times.
We don't let them
strategy for Congress for midterms. Very good for his impeachment. And I think, look, it has one practical effect to attack the party that drives down the of Congress. Your leaders will favor the generic ballot, Republicans versus Democrat. Played out to its logical extension, means the Democrats have a heck of a lot better shot in midterms than they would ordinarily otherwise. If Democrats take over the House, if this president believes the Democratic base is not going to force impeachment proceedings, he hasn't paid attention to what's happening.
Well, let's talk about one other more immediate issue, because one of the things that Washington must do in September is it's got to keep
I know.
September 30th. The president had something interesting to say about that this week.
Believe me, we have to close down our government. We're building back our own.
Sources in Democrats tell you, is this president really prepared to force a government shutdown unless it gets to that point?
Because I've been talking about them in the outside since my little circle.
They like each other.
And it's found out, the complete threat.
Let's go to the conference. Show them their money.
He's already has his agenda. His base cares deeply about immigration. His base cares about the law. Look to the right. So you'll see these people choosing the wall as they have been.
That's why I said to Sherry, why is it?
Yes, the president even called the message, but
Why are you preaching my business? I think you have a lunch. She got quiet.
You're going to shut down the government all the time. I'm going to give you the whole government all the shut down.
Yes, that's how they are. They hurt each other. You know what? I'm so done with Sherry that he'll find somebody else to love his business.
We need to close your battle when we come back. The president launches an effort in Afghanistan while North Korea launches a
Yeah. You know, I
FEMA Administrator Mark Long, as well as the Secretary of Homeland Security, Makin. We talked on that phone call about the state of Texas is going to be collaborating with FEMA and the federal government. And that will require to cover that. We had a long briefing in a lot of detail because, as you know, there's a lot going on. I will be discussing what's going on in Houston. Also, covering all of the challenges dealing with another Christmas state. Let me start with regions, one tip which Corpus Christi area, up to Travis County, over to Chambers County, and then back to Corpus Christi. Parts of those regions will continue to receive incredibly heavy rain that will lead to even more flooding and more danger for Texas. Houston and so many other areas in that region will sustain heavy rainfall. I realize there's a lot of focus on Houston right now. It's important not to forget the challenges in the counties outside and around Houston are suffering because of the influence. That includes in particular Makin County and Maxine County. Texans need to be prepared for more rainfall tonight, on occasion very heavy rainfall. We want to emphasize the importance when there is heavy rainfall, when there is flooding, the importance of staying off the road. If you're driving the water, you're taking your life in your own hands. Always try to seek the high ground, whether you're on the ground or in a building, get as high as you can, and try to avoid going outside if you don't need to. If you're dealing in a location that has rising water and heavy rain, this likely is going to be an historic rainfall, if not an all-time record, and the amount of rain that is sustained in certain regions. I also want to emphasize to our fellow Texans that there will be locations today, tonight, and tomorrow that will continue to have tornado action. So Texans need to constantly be watchful and hopefully have the ability to stay tuned to information about tornado warnings and watches. Want to break down what agencies in the state of Texas are doing. First, we have the National Guard and the State Guard combined. We have now activated 3,000 National Guard and State Guard service members serving all the way from Houston to Victoria, over to Corpus Christi and parts of the patrol. They've activated 500 vehicles, 6 shelters, and 14 aircraft. Texas Department of Transportation has deployed 400 people. They're involved in a couple of missions in Corpus Christi, Victoria, primarily right now. They, in those areas, are involved in removing debris as well as repairing signs. So, one positive about where we are right now is that TxDOT and other agencies and the city and local folks in the Corpus Christi region are in the early stages of the rebuilding process. The Texas Department of Transportation is also working to restore a ferry service to Texas.
Mama got a new stove.
More than 250 foreclosures in the state of Texas in that triangle region that I mentioned. We have electronic message boards that are providing real-time information. If you are seeking information about road closures, you can go to drivetexas.org. That is drivetexas.org to find out if there are road closures. The report from the Public Utilities Commission is that there are 316,000 outages, which is less than yesterday. But that does not include any update from Houston today. They are working as fast as possible to continue to reduce those outages with the to the left. But in regions like Corpus Christi, Rockport, Victoria, etc., that will enable them to move even more swiftly to reduce those damages. The Texas Commission on Environmental Quality, TCEQ, is working in particular on security on the Corpus Christi water samples to help them get off of matter, which they also communities, tell other communities, get back to water sources as possible. Texas Task Force 1 and 2 emergency responders.
I understand. Mine went out like, I want to say right after this, maybe before mine went.
That's the first one finished. And they provide primarily search and rescue missions as well as other activities. But they're working in multiple places, including in Houston, in Victoria, still in the Corpus Christi, Somehow just passed Rockport areas on search and rescue missions.
Right. Yeah.
Along those lines, as far as search and rescue missions are concerned, but also as well as assistance is concerned. Assistance is pouring in across the country.
All right, I gotta get out of here. I gotta leave you guys alone. Just let me know. Let me know what's up.
Nebraska, Tennessee, Utah, California, Missouri, Ohio, Arizona, and New York. And of course, it's in addition to resources that are being provided by the federal government. Much extend my deep gratitude to our fellow Americans who are against other states providing resources that are needed to help us deal with these challenges. From Texas March to Wildlife, there are about 100
I think I've done as well. I got that in my garbage bag, and it is just. It has. Yeah, the little.
they're using over 60 vessels.
Yeah.
About 19 water rescue missions around the Bastrop area yesterday. They are continuing patrols in the Makin area, in the Houston area, and airboats around the Galveston area. The Texas Department of Public Safety, they now have assigned 1,750 DPS officers to in this strongly area that I mentioned before. Between Corpus Christi, Travis County, over Chambers County, they have close to 500 DPS officers currently assigned in the Houston area to help deal with that situation. The Portland Red Cross is they are serving about 130,000 meals per day, and they have heavy activity in Corpus, Victoria, and Houston areas. There are a lot of people across the state of Texas, frankly, across the country, even outside the country, who are wanting to help. And the best way that you can provide the help that can best assist Texans in need is by providing that help through the Red Cross. And there's two ways you can contact them. One is redcross.org. That is redcross.org. Call 1-800. From our health team, with a long list of things they're doing. They are sending 25 buses. There are 60 buses at the Tully Stadium in the Houston area. They're staged for evacuation purposes, and they will take assignments from the local authorities for the location to go to evacuate people who can evacuate. From our communications department, DPS communications training has been set up in for all first responders. As you may know, the ability to communicate electronically is difficult in that region. It's essential in order to restore the type of weather that we need. We have the ability for first responders to communicate. In that trailer now, there's some sense to that covers the entire Rockport area as well as all of Francis County as well as Mississippi. They're also setting up a communications operation in Missouri County as well as in Harris County and working as they can to restore cellular communications. To give you an example of some activity in the coastal region, troopers are operating in Oasis County, in Aransas County, in San Patricia County, and have assigned in those regions about 250 DPS officers. They are involved in security operations as well as any type of rescue operations. They've been in contact with local leaders such as American Homes and Homeless Rescues as well as Oasis County Judge. And they're working to help out with Kansas. They've set up their regional distribution centers. They're set up for food delivery purposes. Food delivery locations will be set up by tomorrow in Rockport, Aransas Pass, Riverside, and there'll be other areas also. But I know people in those regions particularly are looking for that time of help, and that time of help is coming. As the officer who reported to us today from the region said, he was talking to someone who works in it, and he said they now know the cavalry is coming. Well, in addition to our efforts, we are proud to be joined today by Vice Admiral Paul Schultz. He is the United States Coast Guard, and I would like him to share a few words, and I will take the mic and say a few words and take some questions.
Thank you, Governor. Good afternoon. Again, myself and Paul Schultz, the Coast Guard Brandon area, and we are here as part of the Homeland Security team to support the state of looking for the tropical snowfall here in the part of the week. We have, of course, our assets from the immediate areas to provide the initial damage and positioning response capabilities throughout the South Texas region into the state of Louisiana. We've got resources just throughout the entire coast of California, Maine, Eastern Seaboard, with those states that are here to support the state and FEMA. We've got 8 helicopters that are flying this morning with every variety of area rescuing citizens from the immediate region here, looking down on the snow rain down in Corpus Christi, pushing it's on the water from all parts of the country. My customer protection here, great partners and resources here to get really away support the state of Texas here with the entire coast guard. Just a message of that, here. This is a very, very dangerous storm. Catastrophic consequences. Folks need to not
So I think I got all the clips pulled out.
Maxine, of course, my area is actually one of the
Yeah, see, she's tapering it over to where the...
Over to the fence.
Over to the fence.
Over to where she came up with her 16 or 5 foot clear over here at the gate. Yeah.
She puts her hand back there so you can see the gun, making it obvious.
Yeah. And she goes through here. She walks this all off. Does her little path. She comes on across.
I heard her telling
She's a whack job.
Sherry and those guys when they were out there that it has to be surveyed to put the fence in. So if she starts putting the fence in, she can't say she didn't know that. See, she's focused on this one spot, not on the back corner.
Yeah, she's trying to make sure that tree is on her property and all. She has no clue, and she's so freaking stoned she can't hardly even walk. She's nuts.
It's like, what is she doing? She's not accomplishing anything but being out there pointing to the gun on her back.
Being obnoxious. Back up a little bit.
Melissa said that Allison told Sherry that the boys can't come over because of you.
Can't come over where?
Over to her house because of you. Matt and John can't be at her house because of something you've done. I said, really?
What about that?
Yeah, so she's pushing that down on the thing. It's like tempted to go down out there with a shovel one day and
she does a little happy dance.
she claims she's dancing to the music. Well, then why the freak is she doing that?
She's so freaking stoned off her ass. That's just it. It's obvious she's stoned off her ass and she's got a gun on her.
She can't walk.
No. I think she has basically fried her brain out, so she's a complete whack job. Because she hit it right. Yeah, she's worse than like a 2-year-old.
And she's telling people we killed Snowball.
We what?
You killed Snowball.
Kill who?
The white cat that Daniel gave her? Snowball?
The white cat that Daniel gave her.
Ages ago. Remember when he brought the kitties home from the park? Remember?
Okay, I don't even remember Snowball. Whatever happened to her.
Ages ago. It's been... The boys were still living at home. Remember Daniel brought the cats home from Palmer Park that one day?
Okay.
When they were over there?
Whatever happened to the cat? I don't remember the cat.
I don't know. I thought I got old and died. I mean, she never let him... She let him out wherever.
I don't ever remember the cat even being around.
Yeah, no,
I remember
Snowball.
the name Snowball, but that's...
Yeah, that was ages ago. It's like, no.
There's no way.
And that's what Melissa said to Sherry. It's like, why do you believe it? That's why I pointed out to Melissa. I says, whenever she and Sherry have a mutual ability to feed off each other in their stupid crap like the marijuana and the drugs and everything else, then yeah, it's that's Leroy's wife.
She measure over from their place? No.
I don't know. Could be. But she didn't have a tape. How'd she measure it?
She didn't measure shit.
And she should have put it right there where the pin was. Where it was when the cops were there.
Well, but that's just it. Well, she's trying to claim that that's not the pin. Then why is she digging it up and using it as the pin?
I know.
Okay, so you got proof that she's full of shit. But it's misleading standing there, but when you line it up coming off the house, then you look at it, everything squares up and looks like it should be. Because you go this end of the house, that end of the house, it all matches. a straight line.
See, and what gets me is the fact that
All of the state of Texas has been, that helps us respond much more robustly. And go back to whoever asked the question, that the federal government has conveyed to the city of Houston.
because I'm thinking that's Leroy's wife.
Okay. Send her that clip.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
And move on to the next one with Red.
Yeah, I gotta go take a shower.
I've spoken with the county judge on a daily basis, and first to offer any help the state of Texas can provide. We move beyond what there should be an evaluation of here at the stage where we just need to respond to the emergencies and necessities. People in Houston have, again, it's not just the people in Houston. It's in this large tri-region. Thank you for asking that one. That's the day I was down. As a result, I made a state disaster declaration for 50 counties and a federal disaster declaration for 19 counties. The federal disaster declaration for those 19 counties has already been granted by the president. I do anticipate adding more counties to that list. Yes. Correct. Thank you.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott running up a news conference in Austin saying essentially to his citizens still in need of rescue that the cavalry is coming, saying they have completed so many rescues they can't keep count, and we have heard stories from Houston and beyond. The 911 centers have been overwhelmed with requests. To meet those requests, the governor saying 3,000 National Guard troops have been called out, countless numbers of state troopers, among others, the game wardens out with their boats, all to rescue the folks in the path of Hurricane Harvey, now tropical storm Harvey. We interrupted Fox News Sunday for this press conference with Governor Abbott. Fox News Sunday runs 11 p.m. Eastern, as the governor giving some very important updates, including 16 Coast Guard helicopters now in the air for rescues all across southeast Texas, and they're also bringing resources from the Department of Defense, saying now the top priority is to save lives, not the time to second-guess evacuation orders or lack thereof. Certainly that conversation will be had over the coming months as we're watching a very dangerous situation unfold this hour in Houston and beyond. Our nation's fourth largest city has been inundated with catastrophic flooding. More than 1,000 water rescues overnight. More people continue to be rescued from their homes and cars as the flood rise, forcing people to their roofs and into the streets. Before it's done, forecasters say some areas could see 50 inches of rain. This video from overnight. And as these rain bands continue, our meteorologists say that the water will only rise more, meaning not only the people who are in need of rescue right now, it gets harder to get to them, but more and more people will be in need of rescue. America's News headquarters, 3 p.m. Eastern, or about 2:11 there in Houston. I'm Leland Pickers.
And Elizabeth Grant, thank you for joining us. Harvey blamed right now for at least 2 deaths. And the video coming out of Houston, as you know, it's just shocking, but even these images can't really show the true scope and the toll of the devastation. The Coast Guard, as we mentioned, the Air National Guard, and first responders are all mobilizing at this hour.
She wanted to go out to she can't go out to the clear no tickets. And she's not even on, so I was waiting. I had to go get her because she wanted to hear no voices on her. I just told her, I wasn't going to be involved in the situation.
Lots of people rescuing other citizens. Caroline Shively is live in Houston with the very latest. Hi, Caroline.
Hi there, Liz. If you are in Houston right now and you're thinking about getting out of your neighborhood and officials are begging you not to do that, they say stay home. This is what you're going to face. This is I-69, one of the main thoroughfares through this city. This is where 610 splits off. It's a Sunday afternoon. Normally people are flying through here and they are running into a lake. We are not seeing anybody pass this area. They get down there and they stop. So it's a lake. That's the lake. Check out the parking lots. These are the folks who come over this hill. We are seeing cars and trucks and buses. People trying to get out and they simply can't. If you come walk with me this way, so we're seeing people make some mistakes, do some U-turns, go backwards along the interstate. A terrible idea, according to police. Here's another mistake. People are going through this standing water right here. This is where the 610 split, 610 north and south. 2/3 are getting through there. They're getting on there. But 1/3 are getting stalled. We see people jumping out of their cars, trying to push the vehicle out of the way, still getting stuck, causing more problems for other folks. One guy apparently lost his bumper, shoved it in the side, and kept on going. Liz, back to you.
All right, Caroline Shively with the very latest. Thank you so much. Stay safe, Caroline.
For now, Houston waves turning into rivers, forcing people in Texas to travel by boat if they have boats. Calls out for anyone with a flat bottom boat to come help. The epic rains are becoming a concern for swollen waterways, area dams. People's in charge of this, the Army Corps of Engineers, are they overwhelmed? Is there anything they can do to help as residents continue to deal
I tell you what, guys, I don't mean to bore you to death. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. You have a great day.